Tackle junkies. I don't even know where to start with this one. I never thought this would happen to me again, but it did. Just watch this clip.
It's a giant.
It's a freaking giant.
I will. Oh, come here. Come here, baby.
Dude, that's a pig.
That is a pig.
Dude, why don't we have a scale?
That's awesome. And it's fat, too. Man.
Dude, that's a tank, dude. That's a 6 all day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'd say with that belly on it, might be a 6.5.
Man, why don't we have a scale?
Because we wouldn't have caught it if we did.
Well, fellas, as you've seen, I could have just caught my new PB, but I didn't have scale. I did not have a scale. This is the second time that I feel I've caught my PB and did not have a scale. Now, some of you guys have made comments like, how can I have all this tackle and no scale? I got 5 of them. I have 5 scales. How can I have 5 scales and not have one with me? Guys, just to have a date with the fish here, what I'm saying could be my new PB was caught on July 2nd. It was on a Friday, July 2nd, 2021, okay? I believe she could have been my new PB. Before we go any further, I just want to thank you guys for the continued support. You guys are awesome. I truly do appreciate it. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet, definitely consider subscribing. Don't forget to ring that bell. The way you guys are notified every time I release a new video. Always smash the thumbs up. Comments are welcome down below. And if you guys think you are subscribed, do me a favor and just double check. YouTube loves to unsubscribe people. If I look at my analytics, it shows like 81% of my viewers are coming from people that are not subscribed. So if you guys think you are subbed, just do me a favor and double check, okay? So anyways, let's break down the week real fast. Now, normally I fish 3 days a week. My work schedule really allows me to fish 3 days a week, but it did just change again. I can still fish 3 days a week, just my days are kind of split up now. So I'm now off on Mondays. So last week, I was fishing with Big Mike out there at the ponds Monday night, and we were throwing, actually, got it right here. This is the Guggen Revolver. Guys, that's a solid bait. I'll be doing a review on that bait down the road. I actually ordered 3 more of these just yesterday. So I'm definitely digging it. We caught a handful of fish on it. Didn't really get the quality for a good video. I may put those fish catches in another video, so you guys may see those down the road, but definitely a cool bait for sure. If you guys would like to check them out, head over there to Carl's. Code TJ10 will get you guys 10 bucks off an order, $25 or more. I'm sure that's a one-time use only code, but anyways, TJ10 will save you guys 10 bucks over there at Carl's. So I was tossing that on Monday. Big Mike was throwing the buzz bait. Tuesday had to go to work. Tuesday was the day that I had the kidney stones. Okay, and I, from my understanding, I guess the kidney stones are in my kidneys, but it's when they decide to move is when you have the pain. Like right now, I still have 4 more stones in my kidneys, 3 in one and 1 in the other. But like I said, I guess I had another one that decided to move last week. And guys, that pain, it's unbearable. I mean, I believe if you Google it, they compare that pain to like childbirth. I mean, it is no joke. It's so bad. Like, I was in the work truck when this happened to me. Trying to drive in that pain is terrible, but it's so bad that I had to pull off the side of the road. I had to pull off to the side of the road like 5 times as I'm trying to get back to the house here just to throw up. Like I said, the pain is so intense, it makes you throw up. I mean, it's no joke. So anyways, I'm in the hospital on Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, I was back to work. Okay, the plan was to take out the Crestliner on Friday. I know you guys don't think I'm taking this boat out that much, but really I am. If you guys compare the dirt line throughout the videos, it's getting dirtier and dirtier. I'm just not catching enough fish from the boat to put out a good fishing video. So that's why you're not seeing many fishing videos from the Crestliner. I normally give one of my days to the Crestliner. If I don't catch any fish, I'm heading back to the ponds because I want to catch fish. I don't care really where I'm catching them at. I just want to catch some fish, right? So anyways, like I said, I'm back to work Wednesday, Thursday night when I get home from work, I get a text from my grandma and she wants us to come back out to the ponds on Friday if we can and treat the smaller pond. Now we treated it a few weeks ago. It's got duckweed really bad on the surface. So she wanted us to come out there and treat it again. Apparently the treatment that we put down a few weeks ago didn't really take, it didn't do anything. There's more duckweed on there now than I've ever seen before. So anyways, I tried to get a hold of Phantom Fishing Thursday night about going out there Friday to help me treat it. And I believe I got a hold of him Friday morning. Okay, so we met out there at 10 o'clock, but he had to leave by noon. Okay, so we met at 10, leave at noon. That's 2 hours. It's gonna take us at least an hour to treat it. So I'm thinking we got like an hour to fish. So I did not bring my bag. So that's why I did not have a scale on me. Okay, here's my bag right here, my Ego bag. Top right pocket is a Connect scale. Okay, in my boat here, in the center compartment between the seats, there's a Connect scale. Big Mike in his bag, he has a Connect scale. Okay, so that's why I did not have one in my truck. Big Mike was not with me. I didn't bring my bag. I didn't have my boat, so I had no scale. And Andy didn't bring a scale either. Okay, now though, I have a Boga grips, the actual Boga grips. They're pretty expensive, really good scale. I got one years ago and I kind of went to the digital scale, so I stopped using it. But now that scale is in my deck system in the truck. So if I go to the ponds again and I don't bring my bag, I do have a scale now in my truck and it doesn't need batteries, so it's always going to be ready to go. So from moving forward, I'll always have a scale on me, right? But that's why I did not have a scale because, like I said, I figured by the time we treat the lake, there's not gonna be much time to fish. Really, what are we gonna catch in an hour? And I couldn't have been more wrong. This could have been the fattest sack ever caught within like an hour of fishing. So anyways, that's why I did not have scale. Okay, Andy, he didn't bring one either for whatever, I guess probably the same reason. We're only fishing for like an hour. We didn't even bring our GoPros. We didn't bring any camera equipment. We only got like an hour to fish. Let's just have some fun for an hour. Who would have thought, right? So anyways, we got done treating the lake. We only had like an hour to fish, and he didn't even want to get on the boat. He just wanted to fish from the bank. So whatever. So anyways, he's like, all right, let's go on the boat, but I'm gonna take the trolling motor. I said, that's fine, I don't care, let's just get on the boat. So anyways, Andy's on the trolling motor, we got on the boat, and that lake is about 5 acres. I figured we'd have enough time just to make one lap around the lake, and then we'd be out of time. So I only brought a couple rods. One had, I believe, the revolver on it. One had a swim jig. And then there was a loose frog on my boat. I threw that in the truck when I left. So Andy, I believe he brought some top water stuff, and I think he had some plastics to shake. He had jigs, things like that with him. So he didn't bring much either, but he brought the right stuff. So we're heading down the bank. I think he did catch a few fish before we got to the end of the stretch here, before we made a turn there. And on that turn, he hooks into a good fish. Okay, and that boat is very unstable. Like if you're both on one side, the boat's going over, right? So he's fighting the fish, I'm gonna lift the fish. As I lift the fish, bring it up, he's getting ready to grab the fish. Okay, his rod is loaded up. He grabs the fish. As he grabs the fish, the jig comes flying out and the rod is loaded. So that jig comes flying right back at me, cracks me right in the lens. Thank God I had on a pair of Wiley X. Guys, these are the Wiley X sunglasses here. Shatterproof lenses, shockproof frames. You guys have not checked them out, definitely check them out. Link down below, code TJ81 gets you guys 10% off over there. But if I would have not had these on, that jig would have got me right in the eyeball and I wouldn't have caught this fish because I've been back in the hospital, right? So eye protection, guys, is a big deal out on the water. You just never know when a jig or a Texas rig is gonna come flying back at your face, 200 miles an hour. Have some eye protection. Wiley X is a fantastic choice. So anyways, he just caught that 6-pounder. We're heading down the next stretch. I believe he catches a couple more, and he's like, dude, you may want to put on the shaky head. So at that point, I haven't caught anything. It's like, you know what? I think you're right. Before I was like, I don't care. I'm just here having fun. We're BSing and all that. I didn't care if I caught anything. But after seeing the 6-pounder, I think caught a couple more 4-pounders. I'm like, yeah, I think I better put on that shaky head. So anyways, I put on a shaky head and a vile bug. I pitch to the pads. I'm working it back, and I catch one probably pushing 4 pounds, which we'll go ahead and put a picture here up on the screen. So solid fish, probably 3 3/4, 4 pounds. So, but I'm finally on the board. And Andy is still cleaning house. I mean, he's catching fish after fish. Now, there was a really cool thing that happened on the water. I'm not sure if he's going to make a video about it or not. If not, next time I'm with him, we'll make a video on what happened, but I don't want to spoil it here in this video. But long story short, he ends up breaking a fish off, and it's just pretty cool how we come across that fish later on in the day. So like I said, we'll just kind of save that story till next time that I'm with him. So anyways, he's got a 6, handful of 4s. I got that one pushing 4. I think he's catching a few more fish. We're coming around the corner and all that, coming back to the dock, and I hook up, right? So this is only my 2nd fish, but if you're only gonna catch a couple, man, catch the right ones, right? So I hook up, and to be honest, guys, I didn't even think this was a bass. It was pulling so hard. I thought I snagged a huge carp, because there's some big carp in that lake. But sure enough, it was a bass. Could have been my PB, but we're never gonna know. We're never gonna know. That was on the shaky head with the mag trick worm, and that was in the Scuppernong color. I do believe Andy said that color is discontinued. He did have a handful of bags left, and that's the color that she bit. Scuppernong mag trick worm on a shaky head. And you know, too, like I said, the rod that I brought with me, this is my swim jig frog combo. It's the Akuma TCS jig worm rod. It's a 7-foot heavy power mod fast action Lew's Pro TI. That's 50-pound Sunline FX2 braid. It's kind of what I was thinking. You know, I'm thinking to myself, man, Andy's just like doing work, because I started fishing the bottom like him. I'm not catching any fish. Obviously, he's in front of the boat. He's getting first dibs, but we're still both working the bottom. Why am I not getting bit? That's one thing that I thought of, was the braid. He's using fluorocarbon, I'm using braid. The pond is pretty clear, so that's one thing that came to mind. You know, why am I not getting bit? 2, I mean, dude's a stick, no doubt. He is a stick. He's a tournament fisherman. He fishes how he needs to fish. I fish how I want to fish, and half the time, how I want to fish is the wrong way to fish, right? But like I said, we got to very close to the dock there. And I do believe it was right along the shade, so maybe it was the braid. And like I said, having that lower light, you couldn't see the braid as easy. Either way, she bit, we got her in the boat. And I'm very thankful that he pulled out his phone last minute, and we did get some video of that fish. But you guys tell me what you think she weighed, you know. Now I'm gonna put PB1 on the screen, which I don't have a weight for her either, and PB2. Okay, no doubt PB1 is a 7-pounder. I mean, I've made videos about her in the past. There is some video of me releasing her. We've talked about her many times. Everyone's like, oh yeah, 7 pounds all day long. I mean, definitely a 7-pounder for sure. Okay, but the thing about these 2 fish, for one, PB1, okay, she's a bluegill eater, okay? Where I caught her, there's no shad in that lake. I don't believe there's any crappie. I believe there's only bluegill and probably crawfish. So she is a bluegill eater. PB2, she's a shad eater. Okay, of course there's bluegill and crappie in that pond. Of course there's crawfish, but the main forage in that pond is shad. So we have a shad eater, we have a bluegill eater, okay? Now the reason I'm saying PB2 is the bigger bass. Now she may not have weighed as much as the other one at the times that they were caught. But why I'm saying PB2 is the bigger fish is because what she probably weighed when she was caught. Okay, let me kind of explain that. So PB1, she was caught, I believe, in the beginning of March. So she is pre-spawn, still carrying some weight over from winter time. Like I said, she's pre-spawn, and her metabolism is really slow. So she's going to be as big as she's going to be. If you guys look at her belly, and her belly is about ready to pop. I believe she is as big as she's going to be for that year, right? PB2 was caught in the heat of the summer. Metabolism is going to be much faster. So whatever she's eating, she's burning off right away, and she's still maintaining that weight. You know, that fish, if she was caught 3 months ago during a spawn, she's an 8-pounder all day long, right? Or like I said, down to the winter when they fed up really good during the fall. I mean, if it's caught, like I said, wintertime, early spring, that's the fattest, that's as fat as they're going to be. That's as fat as they're going to be. So like I said, PB1 was caught prime time. I believe she's as big as she's going to be during that year. But PB2, like I said, she's only going to put on more weight during the year. Like I said, come fall, she's going to feed up heavy for wintertime, and she's going to weigh even more next spring. She's going to be a much bigger bass than she was when I just caught her last week. Anyways, guys, I don't know. I just wanted to make a video letting you guys know the fish that I caught, and I wanted to document this bass as well so I have something to look back on. So that fish was caught July 2nd, 2021. So guys, let me know down below which one you feel is the bigger fish. You know, PB1 is a beast, no doubt. She was stubbier, gut was twice as big. PB2 still had a nice gut, but she had the length. I don't know. I really don't know which one was bigger. Either way, they are two fat-faced, thick backs, man, and they were a blast to catch. Guys, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I don't want to take too much more of your time. I just kind of wanted to share that with you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash the thumbs up. Like I said, comments are always welcome down below. Love you guys, and we will see you guys on the next one.